I know. Why does it seem like for the past few shows we have started off before the break? We started off with breaking news, Kendrick.
I don't know, man.
What is going on? I mean, the Mavericks, it was breaking news. Now the Cowboys is breaking news. Listen, guys, I'm gonna give Kendrick. You know, first off, let me back set this thing here for you. Kendrick, the other day at the shop, we had some people who watched the show, and they had some things to say about the show, and it was mainly about you. They felt that you were a little bit off your rocker, and that you're a little bit crazy. You know, and Incline.
That's the first time somebody said that.
Incline, I actually agreed with them when they said it. I was like, yeah, he's lost.
I ain't shocked by that either.
Yeah, I said he's lost his mind. But then today, when stuff like today comes out and you get proven right about the stuff you say, I mean, I have nothing to do but to tip my cap to you. When you say stuff and it comes to fruition, just like the news that I'm about to let you drop on the city of Dallas right now. With I guess your buddy Ian Rappaport. See, Kendrick's become a bit of a insider here on the show, and you know, he's been prepping you guys for this for pretty much the whole season since the summertime.
Yeah,
back at the draft, he's been prepping you for this. I gotta give shout out to Brian Bryce, to G-Bag Nation, all those guys. But Kendrick has also been on top of this thing too. He has been warning you about the news that he's about to tell you about right now. So Kendrick, take it away.
Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, people that think I'm crazy or not, including my partner right to the left of me.
I just think you're off your rocker a little bit. I don't think you're crazy. I think you're off your rocker a little bit.
Yeah, the guy from Oak Cliff, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Get him off the show. Yeah.
No, nobody went that far to say get you off the show. They just
I'm pretty sure somebody thought it.
No, they just think you're a little insane. They think you're a little insane with some of your takes.
Hey, so is my family members, but you know, I still buy them Christmas presents and during Christmas time holiday. Well, anyway, per Ian Rappaport, let's get right to it. This is 5 hours ago. The Cowboys will rethink everything this offseason, including the ramifications of paying top-end talent. But what does that mean for a looming contract for star Michael Parsons? He may indeed be traded this offseason. Stephen Jones.
Oh, I'm hurt.
We know we run the books. Quote. Asked if the thinking will alternate when it's Parsons' turn to negotiate a potential deal, given the stress of big contracts can put on the organization, Jones said. Yeah, that all be things we will consider or reconsider. Obviously, we're totally all in on Dak and CD, Jones told NFL.com. But after that, then you still shake things up, including Michael. But Michael's a great player. We don't do well in this league by letting guys like Michael usually leave the house. Now, quote, he said leave the house. That means leave for nothing. That's what Ian Rappaport was getting. I've been up on this thing since last season. I was poo-pooed by a lot of guys on Twitter. Some good friends of mine. I said, what if we trade Michael Parsons? And the amount of grief I got was, oh, yeah, you're gonna trade him, but yeah, if you're not winning with him, and knowing how the Cowboys don't like to pay big contracts to everybody, and then all of a sudden they pull this 180 on rethinking how contracts are made. What if? Well, that what if may be happening. Now I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's being talked about in Frisco, at the start. The fact of the matter is, you may get let's say a king's ransom for this guy if you do trade him. This obviously he's got one more year on his contract, and I was just thinking, what kind of teams could use him? And my thought was going to, the New England
the number
Patriots.
3 pick that could be the number 3 team in the draft right now.
Yeah.
Tankathon.
Who their head coach? Yeah, their head coach is kind of used to play like Michael Parsons. They've been looking for defensive talent, high up defensive talent. And Gerard Mayo, former linebacker, who kind of converted to pass rusher, then went back to middle linebacker, then a little bit to pass rush again. So he kind of knows kind of the position Michael playing, moved from linebacker to pass rusher. Could be in the cards. I don't know. You can, if you wanted to reset the clock on your pass rusher, and don't
worry, chicken. I'm be watching women's basketball too today.
I'm even looking at if it was a chance that, okay, he's off the board. If you want to reset on pass rusher, getting a guy, let me pull this up right quick. Don't run me right quick. Pull up Tankathon, a guy I've been really in on, a guy who's going to be in the draft, a guy who is come out of Penn State, linebacker who will be on the board. That time, Abdullah Carter, edge rush out of Penn State, basically a Michael clone. But the reason why you would think about this is he's broken all of Michael's stats records at Penn State. But the thing is, he'll be on a rookie contract. So that means you don't have to pay that guy that big handsome contract. You just reset the dial. That'll be an option. You can pick him up if you trade back up in the draft. Because look, for Michael Walt, you're going to get at least 2 firsts and a second or third. That's the lowest going rate right there for a guy like that. As much as you want to think about his attitude, he's on the podcast, he's still one of the top 4 pass rushers, top 10 defensive players in the league. So you're going to get that kind of ransom for him. So, yeah, man, that's all on the table. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it feels nice when you've been called an idiot or crazy as hell for about 10 months since the season ended. And then this comes out by a credible reporter, basically one of the best NFL reporters, insiders from the horse's mouth, Stephen Jones, who controls all the checks and balances up there. It's great to be proven right. So I'm all in, man. I'm all in. However this goes, I've been wanting.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, man, I know, I know. But you know, it's the business. But it's time to reset this thing. You're not winning with this team. It's time to get a whole bunch of draft picks. Kind of like what one of my good friends, Gavin Dawson, the general, said about a month ago on our show. Hey, let's start trading pieces away and reset this thing, because the way it's going right now, Walt, it's not working. It's just not working.
It's not, and I agree with you, Kendrick. Like I said, we all in on the offense. Listen, I have a list of reasons to believe why this is happening. One being Kendrick, they don't like him doing the podcast. We know how the Cowboys feel about that. That's one thing that the Cowboys they do not like.
Yeah.
If Trevon Diggs don't watch himself, he's probably gonna be on the chopping block too, because he wants to be on the podcast.
Yeah. He's out, by the way, today.
Yeah, whole season. Another thing they don't like. I really feel like him walking off the field the other day. I don't think they really liked it that.
Yeah.
I really don't think they liked it then. I think that might have been. I think that might have been why they decided to come out with this report today. Why they decided to leak this? Like, yeah, we might be done.
Yeah, it wasn't the fact that he walked off the field. It was in the manner how he walked off the field. It's okay to be upset.
Right.
It's okay to be upset, you know. But the fact that he walked off the field to the empty tunnel room by himself without his teammates, just basically pouting like a little child, didn't look right. And then also the interview afterwards, where he basically just powered down. It wasn't a good look. So yeah.
Yes. So I think that might be. I just think, and then the word around the star is that he's pouty. Yeah. He's very pouty around there.
Yeah. Listen, and if he want to start, this all started kind of in the off season when it was reported. But
I don't mean to cut you off, but to say I want to say, but you got to understand what the Cowboys are. They don't want it to get out unless they put it out. Like they don't, like I said, they don't like that podcast and stuff. Like, for example, they didn't like Cole Beasley doing that rapping stuff and putting albums out and stuff. They don't like that over there at the Cowboys. And what did they do with Cole Beasley? They got rid of him. That's where they at with Michael Parsons. They don't like all that. They don't like all that Hollywood stuff like that.
Right. Continuing what I said. It got out that Michael Parsons wasn't it really didn't help his cause. Even in the offseason. That got out, especially with the new D coordinator come in, that Michael Parsons wasn't a fan of film study, and that the new DC was trying to get him in the facilities for film studies since we was learning a new defense. And you know, he made comment that I don't feel I have to really do that much as far as getting out. This is my off time, voluntary camp, doing May. And it went all around that he didn't show up, and that kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and that was the beginning of it. And then, like you said, going on to the podcast and emptying out business that didn't need to be emptied out in the street. Also, basically around your star quarterback who you just paid. And then when you go out there and you and Trevon Diggs go out there, so let's go talk about the top 10 quarterbacks, and he's not on the list. Whether you agree with it or not, that kind of rubbed the guys, including maybe the quarterback, the wrong way. who is the face of the franchise. So a lot of things not going in Michael's way, and also we talked about we talked about this a few weeks ago. The kind of let's see, I don't know if it's truthfulness or not about the head coach when he had a comment about Mike McCarthy go find a job anywhere he gonna be all right, basically saying that Mike don't do much around here, whether he's going here or not. That comment which he had to walk back and had to apologize face to face to Mike McCarthy. That kind of rubbed people off. So you gather in all that and the podcast. There's no reason why that's kind of like the reason why this is not coming out, and this may be a possibility of having it that the two may have kind of rubbed each other the wrong way, right or wrong, and may need to part ways. And if this does happen, the Cowboys can get a big time King's ransom, because what you may think about what he's off field, the talent's there, and it's about finding the right deal if that possibly happens. Not saying it's gonna happen, but it's a possibility it may happen.
Yeah. Okay. So do we have any inactives today?
Oh yes, we have inactives. Let's get to it.
We know one.
Yeah, we do know one. Let's get to it. Okay, let's get to it. Boy, I know you're gonna start it right off from here. Let's get to Dallas Cowboys. Inactives right here. All right. No, not the Dallas Mavericks. That's later on. They got their own bit of issues. But we'll talk about that later. What's going on? What's going on with them? It's like it's all one. It's one thing or it's another. But
we have no issues at the Dallas Mavericks. Everything's good over there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's see. We'll talk about it later on. All right. Let's get to the.
Let's not put the cart before the horse here.
Well, yeah. Like I said, y'all thought the guy from what's called, he was crazy. We was talking about this, that ain't happened, then look, behold. All right, let's get to the next.
God, no, man, I've never been somebody so petty in my life.
All right, let's get to the inactives. For the Cowboys, got, like we always talked about, the big one, Trayvon Diggs, probably done for the year. Like he's done for the year. But he was good enough to hand out the high school national player of the week, Duncanville. Kid, congratulations to him on that. So Trayvon Diggs out. Was supposed to have surgery. Cooper Beebe, the center, he's out. Ronald Fullerwell, he's out. Janine Thomas out. Deuce Vaughn out. Tyrus Wheat out for the Cowboys. We always talk about unfortunately Overshawn out, maybe out next season. Zach Martin, career probably done out. DeMarcus Lawrence, same thing, career probably done here. Out. So Cowboys could be starting with two new pass rushers coming on start next season. Marquise Bell out. No Dak Prescott, out. Sam Williams. All out. CD was a question, but he's in, ready to go. For the Carolina Panthers, as we look at their injury report, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Nick Scott out for them, the safety. Linebacker Trayvon Wallace out. Sam Roberts, the defensive tackle, he's out. Jared Kingston, offensive tackle, out. Khalib Evans, cornerback, out. Rasheem Blackshear, running back, out. Shamar Bartholomew, cornerback, out. And let's see, anybody else? Miles Sanders, running back, out. Shaq Thomas, he's done for the year for them. And that's the injury report for them. Before we go, let's get to the series record. Carolina is a 3.5-point favorite. Over and under is 42.5. Matchup predictor has the Cowboys with a 51.9% chance of winning to Carolina's 47.7. Series record, Cowboys lead the overall series 11-3. Last meeting was last season, a 33-10 meeting on November 19th, 2023 of last season. Cowboys last week lost to the Bengals in despicable fashion, 27-20, and Carolina lost to the Eagles in a close one, 22-17. 16 game will be taking place at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. 47 degrees and cloudy. Cowboys have a 4-2 record away from the Joes Mahal, and the Carolina Panthers are 2-5 at home in Bank of America Stadium. Well, back to you.
Yes, all right. So with that, what's this? They might as well let Deuce play. The team is there anyway.
He's not. Listen, this is about this. Listen, the running game. Thank God, is about the our top 10 running back in the league today, in the NFL. I call him 2-3. That's his name. We running the ball that good 2-3. Hopefully they can give 2-3 the ball today and more than just 7 times in the second half. If they want to have a chance to win this game, they're going to have to run the ball. We just found out Cooper Rush can't throw the ball worth a lick. It really can't throw the ball, especially deep routes and stuff like deep out routes, stuff like that. He's springtime. He's springtime screen time. As far as I'm going, any screen he's made for it. Anything go past 10 yards, don't think so. So just run the ball. Try to keep the time possession up. Hopefully you can force the Carolina Panthers into some turnovers and see if you can come over to win. If not, hey, a loss will be fine. It means you're moving up in the draft. Right now the Cowboys on Tankathon is at 12 in the draft spot.
Okay. Now if we lose today,
I don't think Mike McCarthy's getting fired.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening. He's coming back, but we do know somebody who might be about to get traded.
And that's a good thing. If it happens, that's a good thing. You get to reset. You get a bunch of draft picks from whoever you trade for, and get to rebuild your team. The thing about the Jones is why they love draft picks is mean that you don't have to pay them that much.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well, definitely with Bill Belichick. I'm. Listen, Kendrick. I know you've got your sources and everything. Remember when that Monday Night Football game was happening here, and I told everybody that they said Bill Belichick was here and he was at a speaking engagement, and I told you I put the feelers out. Nobody who I knew said that they knew about a Bill Belichick. That they knew about a Bill Belichick. What's the name?
Yeah.
Listen, Bill Belichick speaking engagement.
Yeah. The only thing you need to know about Bill Belichick is why he took the job with North Carolina is that he gets to run the show. He gets to hire. He gets to put in his staff. He will not get challenged. And
excuse me, real quick. I really don't mean to interrupt you, but I have to address this with my brother. How about you tell Atlanta to focus on their quarterback situation they got? Don't worry about what we got going on over here in Dallas. Apparently, those guys are idiots. We already paid the quarterback here. We can't pay Cooper Rush.
Yeah, unfortunately, y'all paid.
Atlanta, if you can hear my voice, Atlanta, worry about what you're gonna do with Kinfolk Cousins. How about that?
Unfortunately, y'all paid him, and you're telling y'all stuck with him. Yeah, but to piggyback on what I was saying, apparently that the deal is that whenever Bill Belichick steps down, his son will be prime position to take over the head coaching job for the North Carolina Tar Heels. So hey, it's all in the family.
And so this is a family stepping stone thing.
Yeah, they're going to be running the whole show.
Right, because his son can't technically get a job here in the NFL. He's a backup now, right?
Who you talking about?
Bill Belichick's son.
Yeah, remember he was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said backup. I mean, he's a coordinator now. He wanted to head. They were trying to groom him to be the head coach of the Patriots.
Yeah. When they got rid of all of them, so he's gonna go down there with his son, with his dad, be the DC there. I think, and be basically groomed whenever Bill Belichick, whether he's done it, whether it's 3 years, a couple of years, whatever, he'll be groomed to take over as the new head HC for the North Carolina Tar Heels. So basically, he did it for his boy.
Right.
But you ain't mad at it, man. Trying to help your boy out.
Big Cowboys win coming today. Keith, cool. Just chill on that. We don't need any Cowboy wins right now. Yeah, you know what? Really don't even matter now that we know what's getting ready to happen with Mike today. Live it up.
Yeah, because listen, let me tell you something.
Go out there, get dubs if you want. I mean, at this point,
this is the package I'm considering for Michael if it's with New England. You give up your first this year. You give up your first. You give up your first next year, and possibly a third in this coming year draft. So 2 firsts and a third. I think that'll be great compensation. And then now you get a chance to pick up Travis Hunter. Listen, he'll go to New England, but I'm hearing people say he don't really want to go to New England. He must like to go to a warm weather place, but he'll go wherever they send him. He ain't like that. But listen, he playing for the Cowboys, able to kind of resume that Dion role where he can play offense and defense. He wouldn't be mine at that. And actually, people been talking about, well, I would play him on defense. I would play him on offense. I would start him as receiver. I think he's a good cornerback. I think he's a great receiver. You want to get the most out of him, and how you get the most out of a guy like that is having the chance to have the ball in his hand as many times you can. That's on offense. So that's just me.
All right, well, here we are. We are about to kick off here in the
Cowboys in their road blues. The fastest man in the NFL about to return the ball.
Is he coming back?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it safe for anybody?
All we know is Dak and CD's coming back. So,
is that it?
That's all I know. That's all I know. That's it.
All right. Well, my Lord.
Oh, we know the guy. We know the guy that's coming on to take the snaps for the Cowboys. He probably won't be back. Cooper Rush. Jalen Tolbert probably won't be back.
Maybe. All right. Well, we'll be back at halftime. Hopefully, Mike ain't got traded by the time game.
Rico Dow won't be back because he gonna ask for too much damn money.
That's a good point. Hopefully, Mike don't get traded in the middle of the game. We'll see.
I don't think that happen until offseason.
Oh, it can't happen until the offseason. Damn.
Yeah. To the New Year's starts. So.
I'm hurt.